Hey everybody, I'm Robert the Zombie Bargain Hunter, and today it is what's sold on eBay for the week of December 4th through December 10th. So hopefully everybody's having a great fourth quarter. My sales have finally picked up. They started about 3 weeks ago, where they're steadily increasing over the last 3 weeks till this week. And probably we have one more good week before Christmas. Then people won't be able to get their packages in time, so it'll probably slow down. But I believe December 16th is the last day you have to ship ground to get them by Christmas. So yeah, with Christmas winding up on Monday, it's kind of we lose a day on Sunday for shipping. So yeah, what are you gonna do? But anyways, let's get into the numbers. I will show you. Well, I'll show you my numbers. Let me get over here. Alright, report for December 4th through December 10th. My total sales are $12,444.05, which is 142% from last week. So I more than doubled last week. So last week was good, and this week coming up to Christmas was really good. So super happy with that. Selling costs $2,040.01. Net sales of $9,507.30. So almost broke 10,000. Would have been amazing to hit 10,000. Quantity sold. I sold 236 items. Yeah, the weekend's been crazy. I believe last weekend I mailed off 120, and I think this weekend I was close to 100 on the weekend. So sales have been really picking up. Average sale price per item is $52.71, which is crazy because, as you know, most of my items are plush, but I sold a lot of my really expensive cards. I discounted them a little bit to get some of them moving, which of course I'll go through on the sales, but yeah, I discounted a little bit, and some big buyer came in and bought a lot of them, so super happy with that. Alright, let's start with the plush, then I will hit the collectibles and cards at the end. Alright, first one. This is Mr. Snuffleupagus, or Snuffy. He is going overseas. He sold for $75. Cost me, I believe it's $15.99 to ship, so around, say, $60 minus fees for this guy. And yeah, I always have a good time selling Snuffy. Snuffy's always been very good to me. I bought a bunch of them a while back. This one was out of the Goodwill bins though, but I bought a ton of them off of Fallows, which is a discount store, and I bought them for like $2. They were brand new, and I sold a ton of them for like $50. This one, since it was used, I listed it for $33, but like I said, it sold for $75 because it was going out of the country. So, that is sweet over there. Gudetama, this crazy guy. I've had this in my store for many years. I thought he would sell super fast. You can see it has the ugly Home Depot ruler, which I used to use all the time. But yeah, I don't even remember where I picked this guy up from. It's been many years. I think this guy's been there for 7-8 years in my store. But anyways, he finally sold, and he sold for $16.99. He's probably sold for too little now, because that's a very old price. But hey, he's finally gone, which I'm happy with that. Powerpuff Girls Blossom. This is a talking version of her. She sold for $25.49. I told you I fixed and put in batteries and tested a ton of animated and musical and talking toys, and this was one of them, and I'm really glad I did. I'm going to do this again before Christmas next year, because I have 2 more bags that I haven't gone through. But yeah, these seem to be really selling very nicely through the holidays, so get your talking toys working. Another talking, well, this one's mostly singing. It plays the Rudolph song, and his nose lights up. He sold for $28.89, and he's a 15-inch one, and like I said, his nose lights up. I think he had a scratch on his nose, but yeah, what do you do? Another toy. This is a happy birthday blue bear with a party hat from the Beverly Hills Company. This, again, been in my store for a ton of time. You can see there's an old Home Depot thing again. He sold for $15.29. But I usually have very good luck selling the birthday items and stuff like that. But this one just didn't want to move. Probably because of the ugly ruler and background, right? Squishmallow Corrigan. Corgi Corn. Corgi Corn. He has a rainbow horn. This is a GameStop exclusive. Of course, you know I get so much from GameStop. I've had him in my store probably about a year. I bought out a bunch of plush probably about a year ago from GameStop, and he sold for $25.49. I did discount a lot of my Squishmallows down a little bit because there's just so much out there right now. Even the exclusive ones, Squishmallow or Kelly Toy, which owns Squishmallow, really has fled the market. So I did go over some of them and lowered a lot of my Squishmallows. Alright, next one is a pack of alpacas or llamas. There's a white and blue one. I didn't know what to do with these guys. They were worth about $10-12 each, so I just put them together and I sold them in a lot for $22.94. These Dreamlights Unicorn, I did find one more. Talked about this last week that these are selling like crazy. I found one more, so I relisted it and it sold right away. He sold for $20.39. So if you have any of these guys, make sure you list them because they're just selling like crazy. I have a Thai curly fur ears dog. That wasn't very good English, but hey, it sold, right? So what do I care how good the English is? This is a realistic lab, just a furry Thai dog, and the guy bought another dog with it, so the cost together was close to like $35 between the two plush that sold. Oh, here's the other one. There we go. Thai chewy velvety dog. He bought him with these two. I didn't know I put them together, but hey, the guy bought both of these, and this one's also sold for $16.99. Jack's Pacific Buddy the Elf plush talking toy, another talking animated. Well, he's not really animated, but he says a lot of the funny lines from the movie. And yeah, he was still working and he's still in the box. He sold for $26.35. I did have to box him because his head was like PVC or plastic, so didn't want him to scratch. His body's all plush, but his head, had to protect his head. Dandy singing reindeer. This guy sings Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. He's only 9 inches. I think he's missing like a collar or something, but hey, he's still cute and he still works, so someone bought him for $19.54. If you give a mouse a cookie, this is a Kohl's Care. One of the few Kohl's Care items that go over $20, or I should say even go over $16. This is one of the plush that do. Most Kohl's Care sell fast, but they don't go for much. They go for like $15 free shipping. So happy to get them for really inexpensive when I go to Kohl's and they're like $1 or 50 cents when they just want to. They're more like $1.50 at Kohl's when you get them new, when they're wanting to dump them. But yeah, you're not going to get a ton of money for them. You're going to get like $15, $16. But this one, $20. So I'm super happy with that. MetLife Peanut Snoopy. I get a ton of these guys all the time. I usually get like 1 or 2 every time I do a huge haul from my local thrift store, which I haven't been there in like 2 years, but I don't know. I guess they have like a MetLife place near them or something because I always get a ton of these guys. So I have a whole bin of just these little ones, so I just make lots of 3, 4, 5, whatever makes sense, and this lot sold for $21.24. Hello Kitty Build-A-Bear. She had some Hello Kitty like dress on and shoes on. Took those off and sold her separately. She sold alone for $42.49. If I put the dress on, it would have sold for probably close to $50, which is only $8 more. And I can sell the dress for like $16, $17. So it's better to rip off the dress and sell it separately for most plush, especially the Build-A-Bear plush. This monster, this guy was a pain to pack. This is a Jumbo Curious George. He was 4 feet tall. He had dirty hands and feet. It was a pain. You can see the dirt on this guy. I just put in the listing. You gotta clean him. Feet and hands need cleaning. And the sticker had some cracking on it. So yeah, I just put in the listing that he was dirty. And he was a pain to clean. He was too big to fit in my washing machine, even though I bought a huge washing machine. This guy was way too big to fit. I did wind up the day before I shipped him out actually cleaning the hands and feet. I used Resolve, which is like a carpet cleaner, and I sprayed it on all 4 or 2 hands and 2 feet, and it came out pretty well. So I did do that, and then I washed them out with just some water, just ran it through just to get the smell out of the Resolve out. But it came out pretty well, and I hope the person's happy with it. They paid $254.99, and what I did is I got a huge box. I smushed them inside and I taped the box, and the box was still exploding, so I actually had to put a trash bag over the box. So I believe it cost me like $20 to ship. But yeah, it was fun. I actually liked playing with the Curious George. M&M's chocolate candy, yellow Christmas lights. This guy, he is posable. He was, I believe I just got him out of the Goodwill bins, or the bins that I drop by every once in a while. So he still had his tag. But of course I put used because yeah, he came out of the bins. He sold for $16.99. Sold a baby Eeyore. This is a rattle. He's 15 inches long. He sold for $19.54. And I listed him probably like 6 months ago, so it hasn't been that long for this guy. Pokemon Sandile plush. This is a Jack specific. Nice little Pokemon. I believe I got this out of a haul I did with Star from the Flipping Hippos. It's been a little while, probably about a year. He sold for $23.37. Another animated musical one. This is from Gaffa. This is Frosty the Snowman singing. His belly lights up. I should have taken a picture in the dark with his belly lit up. I usually do, but this time I did not. He sold for $29.74. A puppet. Sold a puppet. This green dragon hand puppet from Plush Creations. He's just a nice little... he has nice colors on him, so I knew he was going to sell. And he sold pretty fast. I believe he was been up for like 3-4 months. And the guy bought a couple other small puppets with him too. So really nice there. Another nice plush sale. This is IKEA. I'm not going to say that word. He's a large plush. He is 40 inches long, so he was a big monster. I was able to shove him in a big poly bag. I just folded his tail to his head and curled him up. Since he didn't have any plastic or anything that could get damaged, it was fine just to ship him in a poly bag. I just taped it up pretty well. He sold for $50.99. Ghostbusters Afterlife Slimer. I didn't even know I had this. They came in. I bought some popcorn buckets from AMC a while back. And some of them came with the plush. There was the logo and then the Slimer. So I didn't even know some of them came that way. So I opened up a box. I was mailing off one of the popcorn buckets to ship, and he was sitting there. So I immediately listed him and the logo. And this guy sold for $19.54. I do have to go open up the rest of the boxes and see if I have any more of these guys. All right, on to some of the collectibles and stuff. I sold a bunch of the nicer cards. I did discount them. As you can see, this guy sold for $199.99. He was a limited 50 of 50. I sold him. I sold a bunch of these Nebulas. I believe it was a card store that bought them. And I sold some of the Pixar embroidery cards. This also sold for $200 or $199.99. This one was limited 76 out of 166. So I did knock down a bunch of my cards. You can see I had them up for almost $400 at one time. And they weren't moving. Got a bite here or there. But then I decided, let's move some of them. Need the money. Let's do it. And I believe a card shop came in and just bought a whole bunch of these cards. So super happy to get rid of them. Now I can get more cards. So yeah. Next one that sold is a Toy Story Rare Think Away Babyface. I just listed him probably about a week or two ago. And he sold for $50.99. Next one that sold is Micro Machines. Imperial Stormtroopers. Keep your eye out for these guys. I just listed them and immediately sold, so I probably listed it too low, but I have no more Micro Machines. I had boxes of these guys from my toy guy, and yeah, they're just gone super fast. So keep your eye out for these. Make sure you comp them, and yeah, make some money. This guy was surprised he started to sell. I sold a few Kingdom Heart items. This is a Metal Figs diecast 20-pack figure. I got these off of GameStop years ago. Super inexpensive. I believe I paid $2 or $3 for all the different Kingdom Hearts figures and different things that they had. Couldn't give them away for a little while, but now they're starting to sell. I sold a Pete, which is a big old figure, and I sold a whole bunch of other figures. There's just so many things I sold. I just can't show you everything, but this guy sold for $33.99, and it was just a bunch of 20-pack of metal figures, which nice. Finally getting rid of some. Another one I just listed was a Department 56 original Snow Village McDonald's. This guy actually lights up. He was sealed in box, so can't really show you. That's what it looks like in the box, but of course it has color on it. But and he sold for $64.59. A bunch of these cars sold. I believe I sold 5 or 6 different versions of this thing. I shouldn't say this thing, but the Fire and Ice 2-pack of cars. These are Walmart exclusives, and they have a whole bunch of different cars there. This is Megalodon and Dragon, and they have, I know, Yeti, and like I said, a whole bunch of different ones. They're selling for around $67.99, and some of them I sold for like $75. So yeah, those cars are really nice, so keep your eye out for those. This was a surprise. I never thought I was going to sell these, and it sold right away. This is a Kiss 7-Eleven Dr. Pepper Super Big Gulp Cup promotion set of 4. I just got these back from my toy guy and decided list them. I looked up the comps and I couldn't believe people were actually selling them. They sold for $46.74, and I actually still have one more. I found another set, so relisted it, and hey, if you guys want it, come buy it. Star Wars Jabba the Hutt. This guy, you can see, has a big old dent right here, which is unfortunate. Probably could have sold it for like $80, but with the box damage, he went for $59.49. Got a few more. Iron Giant 15-inch light up. This is another like animated walking, talking toy. He sold for $76.49. And this one I was surprised. All of a sudden, I couldn't give these away last, say, 6 months, maybe a year, and all of a sudden, people just started buying them. I don't know why, and I'm not going to complain. This is Eddie Guerrero Lowrider GameStop exclusive. They sold for $65.44. You can see all 3 that I had were sold. I think I have 4. I might have to go check that and relist it. But yeah, couldn't give them away. Now all of a sudden people paying up full price, $65.44. So super happy with that. Another great sale. This is a Riddle? I don't know. Chrome multicolor mini LA Kiss helmet. This is one of the rare ones with like flames from Kiss. I believe Kiss owned like a arena football team or something, or they were sponsors of it, or something happened there. But anyways, this is a mini helmet, and it sold for $297.49. Another GameStop exclusive statue that I got. This is Joker Santa Claus. You can see he's coming out of the chimney. Had this guy for a long time. Actually was worth only like $20 for the longest time. I was actually selling them for $25 for a while. Then they started going up in price, and then I raised my price to $54, and they're starting to sell again. He sold for $46.74, and yeah, happy with that. Happy that he's gone. This is a Care Bears Cheer Bear. Someone actually wanted it. It went out of the country, and it sold for $55. I don't know what the cents were. I didn't write down the cents, but one Care Bear sold for $55. I believe it was going to the UK, so it cost me $12 or $11.99 to ship. So made about $43 in profit, not counting fees. So super happy. Got these off of, I believe, a Walmart clearance about 2 years ago, and I got them listed last year. So they're slow movers, but hopefully they'll start picking up. Last but not least, we have a Beavis and Butthead red Christmas bulb ornament. He sold for $39.09. So very good week this week. Hopefully it continues. So far I don't see any signs of slowing down. But yeah, get as much as you can listed this week, because after this, it will probably slow down for like a week and a half, because between Christmas and New Year's, it slows down. Then it starts picking up in January again, which, well, what are you going to do? That's the cycle, right? Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And don't fiddle fart around. Get all your listings up. Join me on TikTok if you enjoy watching me unbox trading cards. Take care, everybody. Bye.